occupational safety and health in the digital world, a virtual applause please for the head of Business Continuity Operations of Globe Telecom Incorporated, Engineer Roy Allan C. Patiu.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ryan Patiu, Head of Operational Risk Management of Globe. I will be sharing with you today how we have implemented the OSH program and how it has transformed to become a vital part in our operations as a telecommunications company, especially during the pandemic. The Globe OSH journey started in 2003 with the initial intent of providing guidance on the implementation of a safety, health, and environmental management system to select sites. In 2011, Globe adopted the OSHA's 18001 framework, standardizing the implementation of the program across the organization. This made us meet global industry standards and practices. When ISO 45001 was published in 2018, Globe immediately transitioned from the British standards to ISO, and in 2019, we became certified in ISO 45001, which is the basis of our OSH implementation. From the time that we launched an OSH program in 2003, its implementation has evolved along with the changing risk landscape, requiring policy updates and regular program reviews. Having a proactive approach to program delivery enabled us to quickly adapt and change our scope as needed, especially when major disruptions occur. Our program has reached a maturity level that allowed us to influence the programs of others, for example, our subsidiaries and our supply chain. As the size of our organization increased, so did the scope of our program. From being employee-centric in 2003, it has expanded to include the entire Globe ecosystem. This includes Globe employees, family members, subsidiaries, and partners. And as part of our OSH program, we assess all health and safety hazards in the workplace and implement programs to mitigate or eliminate such hazards and extend applicable programs to family members as well. We also ensure compliance with all occupational safety and health requirements and regulations applicable to the telecoms industry. We build a safety culture among our employees through training and campaigns for advocacies. And at the sites, we work with our contractors to make sure that safety protocols are always followed. Further, we go beyond regular compliance requirements. We have an annual flu vaccination program for employees and dependents. And in recent years, the importance of mental wellness has been prioritized. So this is included as part of the employee programs as well. Mental health was especially highlighted in 2020. This is when employees struggled with the blurring lines between work and home, as most of us work from our homes during the lockdown. As a communications and technology company, we always have to think ahead, and this foresight drove the digital transformation of Globe back in 2017. It was a massive and expensive undertaking, but it properly positioned us to be at the core of our mission. This is to serve our customers to the best of our abilities, notwithstanding disaster and crisis situations. So, in order to do that, we set up capabilities to make sure that our work processes are flexible, adaptable, and accessible regardless of where we are working. And when the pandemic hit, most of the tools that we needed, or at least the capabilities that we need to respond to the crisis, were already in place. And as a result, we were able to quickly develop the tools and resources that addressed the needs not only of our employees but of our customers as well. We created G-Check, a health screening and office access tool that we rolled out nationwide. This is being used by our employees, contractors, and visitors when going to our sites. We deployed the chatbot. This is to monitor the overall well-being of more than 8,000 employees nationwide, and this is being done on a daily basis. We created a COVID help desk. This is a channel where employees can ask for help or inquire about COVID-related information. And we also set up our own PCR testing facility. This is for the exclusive use of employees and family members and partners. So even before the pandemic, we have been doing flexible work arrangements as well. And that is why when we did our digital transformation long before the pandemic, it allowed us to execute a relatively painless pivot to the ways of the new normal. Protect, prevent, and treat. This is the WHO framework that underpins the OSH initiatives that we have been doing this pandemic. It is crucial for the OSH program to have a solid foundation. This allowed us to enhance the programs that we already have. Adjustments had to be made to adapt to the restrictions that affected our operations, but at the heart of all of this is the safety and well-being of our employees. We protect not just Globe employees, but we include those in our ecosystem. Employees who are part of the critical skeletal force are provided full personal protective equipment, meals, vitamins, and shuttle services. In the past year alone, we spent more than 100 million pesos for PPEs distributed to employees and partners nationwide. We also have our own COVID-19 vaccination program for employees, family members, and extended it to partners and their families as well. We prevent the spread of the virus through the following initiatives. We have tight controls implemented in all offices nationwide. This is to prevent the virus from spreading in the workplace because we want employees to feel safe while in the office. We built our own exclusive PCR lab. This is to make sure that those who are part of our ecosystem are tested without delay. We treat those who are affected by the pandemic by giving them the proper care and support. Employees and family members who contracted the COVID virus are given appropriate medical treatment. Medical benefits are complemented by emergency care services, either through our partners or our own facilities. In fact, we have our own ambulances on standby for this. Undeniably, the pandemic has caused an emotional and mental strain on people. So we made sure that employees have 24/7 access to mental health services. Through the OSH program, we were able to maintain an environment where our employees feel safe and supported. Most of the work done to ensure the continued delivery of products and services during a disaster takes place long before a disaster or crisis occurs. The COVID response plan is not a single plan, but multiple plans coming together and executed by a collective team to make it work. The key to that is proper planning and collaboration to make sure that all of these parts are in sync when activated. Despite the restrictions that limited the mobility of our employees and partners, we were able to balance the need to continue to operate and even thrive while ensuring their safety and that of our customers. As I mentioned in the previous slide, all critical skeletal force employees are provided full PPEs. We coordinated with the government to make sure all critical skeletal force have IATF IDs so that they do not encounter delays when out in the field. For the safety of our customers, products delivered to them are disinfected by our logistics partners. We also focused on using digital channels to optimize customer touchpoints. from a cashless point of sale to after-sales services. This enabled us to follow social distancing guidelines required by the IATF, and customers can purchase a Globe service, say a mobile phone or data subscription, and customize it without the need to physically go to a store. This strengthened our hold in the digital space during the pandemic. And given the increased demand for our services and the need to be always up as more people are working from home and kids are doing online classes, the agility with which the organization was able to transition to the new normal while continuing to bring value to our customers was vital to the business. All of these plans that we have today are a culmination of the regular planning, review, and continued improvements that we have made through the years. Even if we transform every aspect of our OSH implementation and make it digital, we will not be successful in keeping our employees safe unless it is embedded in the culture of our organization. OSH is an integral part of the way that we do things at Globe. And as a conclusion, digitalization is an important part of a program. However, if you do not have the support of your employees and embed a culture of safety in your organization, all of the preparations and initiatives done will be meaningless. A successful OSH implementation relies on the support of your organization. Thank you for the opportunity to share how we do occupational safety and health the Globe way.
Kailangan nating maghiwalay. Lumayo ka sa akin kasi malapit ka sa akin. Diyan ka muna. At dito ko. Magkalayo kasi close tayo. Huwag mo kong tatabihan. Huwag mo kong hahawakan. Please lang. Huwag mo kong sasamahan. Diyan ka lang. Titiisin kita kasi kailangan. Mahirap tanggapin pero dapat gawin. Dapat magtago, dapat mawala, dapat munang maghiwalay. Dapat munang magkanya-kanya. Pasensya. Tatalikuran muna kita. Kaya dyan ka muna. At dito ko. Magkalayo kasi close tayo. Baliktad na nga ang mundo. Nakakapanibago. Pero para sa'yo, para sa atin to. Kaya sa ngayon, ganito muna. May distansya. Ngunit sa distansya tayo mas nagkalapit pa. Sa distansya tayo mas nagkita. Dito tayo naghanapan, nagtawagan, dito tayo gumawa ng paraan. Dito bumalik ang tawanan. Nagsayawan at nagkantahan. Sa distansya tayo nagtulungan. At habang lahat ay nagsaraduhan, sa distansya tayo naging mas bukas. Kaya huwag mag-alala. Matatapos din ang laban. Kasi yung bawat araw na malayo ka ay isang araw na papalapit sa muling pagsasama. Pero dyan ka muna. At dito ko. Magkalayo. Kasi close tayo.
You, Engineer Patiu.